Smith talking.
Okay, Marty.
All right, good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
I keep on flipping off this stool. It's
Yeah,
just that I can't.
we did that. It's like candid camera. We'll look back at it later and laugh and laugh and laugh at you. And show us the layered look. This is, by the way,
This is the latest fashion from England.
yeah, we have one of our scarf. Before we start, one of our VJs does this thing called fashion notes, and she tries to keep abreast of rock and roll fashion. Abreast of rock and roll fashion. So, for those of you who watch Eric M's fashion notes, if you will, just give them
Scarf, coat, 2 layers, leather jacket, denim jacket, waistcoat, shirt, underwear.
And no hair on his chest, we understand. Ever.
Still trying to grow it. I'm probably going to always make records which are going to have some kind of qualities in them, if I say so myself.
Happy 200th anniversary, I meant to say
Let's
that.
talk about that. please.
No, I shouldn't. Not at all.
Well, the Aborigines get upset about it, you see. Like they didn't think that they were going to celebrate.
about this. Don't.
Well, I don't agree with it, so, you know.
No.
A big thing. It's just a very light-hearted celebration, I think. I think it's totally barbaric. But
Yeah.
really, you know, it's a cliche. It's a cliche to say to presume that rock and roll, by definition, isn't intelligent. I mean, there are certain examples of that, but there's also many examples of very intelligent rock and roll.
Well, I'm just reflecting as a norm, the way a lot of people feel it.
Well, I actually think things are changing a bit at the moment. As he slips off the stool, I think that there's a lot of records around at the moment.
Remember I saw you guys playing. This is early church. This
Oh
is
my God.
Very, very early
Were we
church.
asleep?
No, you weren't even depressed. It was very, very loud.
We weren't even depressed! Wow!
It was...
Well, the church has been through hell. No, the church has been through different stages. The church has been making the same album for 8 years. And all of a sudden people are saying, wow, a great album, Marty, great, congratulations, you know. I mean, I could have told them that in 1981, you know. I mean, the songs have always been what the songs are on this album. In fact, anybody who's bought this album really should go, and they like it. They really, honestly, I'm not just saying this, you know, they should really go back and listen to the others, because I'm sure they'd like them.
Check out the back catalogue.
Yeah, check out the back catalogue, yeah. Candide by Voltaire. And it was a very philosophical book about the meaning of life, and it ended up just coming to the grand conclusion that the only way to live was to work, and I totally subscribe to that point of view.
Yeah, that's great, mate. Do you live in Sweden, and how much are you in the States? How much are you in Australia?
I either tour or record or live in Sweden. Touring and recording takes up 13 months of the year, and the rest of the time I live in Sweden.
A little bit about the song, and especially the video, because we're going to be showing the video.
Well, to tell you about the song, I probably have to tell you about something else.
Do you think of yourselves as a truly international band?
I would never consider as anything else. I don't believe in borders. I, have the Che Guevara mentality of the internationalist. I think patriotism and all that is the biggest pile of rubbish that ever did anything.
I'm related to any Australian band, any other Australian band?
No. Well, we would never feel related to anything from any country, because that's just not what music's about. Music's an international thing. Borders are created by men who didn't know anything about music.
Peter.
Marty, welcome to The Noise.
Thanks.
What's it like playing on your own at the moment instead of with the rest of the church with you?
It's a really whole different thing, I mean, you don't have all that noise. Noise? You don't have all that noise behind you, to sort of... it's kind of like I'm not releasing a record, I'm releasing a feeling, and that's what so I'm releasing this booklet with it too, which explains all the tracks, how I recorded them, and all the instruments that I used, and it's just this kind of like do-it-yourself package for people to sort of I just think it's an interesting concept, just to sort of say, look, here's a 4-track machine, and this is some of the ways that I did it, and you don't need all this $75,000 budgets to make great music.
Yeah.
I think it's gone all out of proportion these days. Records cost millions of dollars, to make, and film clips and all that stuff. And I really honestly can say that it doesn't make the music good or better than if it was done really cheaply, And this thing that I'm releasing, I hope I mean, you know, I hope people like it. You know, I hope that they can see that it's nothing to do with money and how I recorded it. It's to do with feeling.